Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Tony Porter, Universal Baseball Association YouTube channel, and here we are. If you like 1980s baseball, if you like the if you like the Oakland A's, if you like the California Angels, they have an outstanding lineup. I'm doing this for you, so let's see how it goes for the A's. The A's already up 1-0 on a solo home run by Ricky Henderson to lead off the game, and let's see what happens. All right, here is Brian Downing. And it's going to be a 53 and an 18. That's your KD roll. So you're going to roll one. That's going to be an out. That's a, what did I say, 53? That's a drive into center field. On the run is Murphy. And Murphy dives and picks it up. What a catch. All right. So Brian Downing is robbed by Dwayne Murphy in center field. Outstanding center fielder, by the way. He's got excellent range. Picks up 75% of the balls that he has a chance to get. Next up is Joe Rudy with a 22, and that'll be bouncer to third. Gross over to first. 3 out. Bottom of the first. Here we come. It is going to be Newman. I will be... Hello, Newman. Jeff Newman. He can play catcher, first base, second base, third base, left field. Valuable asset. 21. Strike 3. I'm thinking again the 2024 season. I'm in the mood to play some modern baseball here and there. Throw in a couple games. Here's Tony Armas. Tony Armas went on to have a very, very good career. Stuck around for a while. And that's a 23, and that'll be a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strike. So back-to-back strikes for Matty Keough. He is the starter today. Matty Keough. Next up will be Mario Guerrero. Steps in the box. Pitch by Chris Knapp. 34, and that will be a bouncer to short. Pata gets to it, spins, throws the first in time. Excuse me, inning over. All right, in the top of the third, it will be Bobby Grich leading off, one of my favorite players. And he's a 35, and that'll be a grounder to shortstop. Guerrero handles it. One down. Freddie Patek is next. And that's lifted to left. Henderson. He's there. 2 down. Al Cowens. 0 for 1 today. Pitch from Matty Keough. Winds and deals. 23. Checks his swing. They check with the first base umpire. Rings him up. And that retires the side. So it is Rob Piccolo. And a 16 will be a strikeout. Ricky Henderson comes up for the second time. He hit a solo shot the first time up. And a 64 will be fly to right center field. On the run is Ford, and Ford comes up with it. Let's go Dan Ford in right field. Dwayne Murphy, the captain. Fast player, bats from the left side. And he's going to be a 64 as a fly ball center field. Backing up a couple steps is the center fielder Cowens. In the outfield, for the A's, it'll be Henderson in left, Murphy in center, and Armas in right. In the infield, from third base to first, there'll be Gross, Guerrero, Piccolo, and Revering. Behind the plate is Newman. On the mound is Keough, Carney Lansford. At the plate, takes a couple of practice swings, steps in the box. He's ready. Keough gets a sign from Newman. And a 43 will be a high fly down the line, right field. Armas. 1 down. Dan Ford. Whoop, he fouls one back into the stands. A souvenir for a lucky fan. And it's 13, which will be bounced to second base. Piccolo can handle that easily. Bobbles it, he better hurry. And he just gets Dan Ford by half a step. Here's Don Baylor now. Don Baylor, not a great card. It was not a good season for Don Baylor. Hit 5 home runs, batted 250 in half the season, 90 games. That's 36. 36 will be a pop-up. Middle infield, outfield grass is Guerrero and Piccolo. Guerrero calling it off. makes the catch. And we are already, just like that, we're in the bottom of the fourth. This is flying, this game so far. Chris Knapp with the pitch to Mitchell Page. 13, and that's a grounder. Second base. One down. Dave Revering. 62, and that's popped up. Foul ball behind the plate. And right there is Downing. Makes the catch. 2 out. And Wayne Gross. Wayne Gross, lefty hitter. Wayne Gross, interesting guy. Hit most of his home runs against right-handed pitchers. So he's got a lot of home runs versus right-handed pitchers. Not that many versus the lefties. And he mostly plays versus righties, so it makes sense, right? 43 here, and that'll be a hard hit ball center field. Rod Carew. Snake Eyes. Line base hit right field. What a surprise. He was a .331 hitter in 1980. Brian Downing is next. He can't hit and run. He's a good bunter. What's the score? 1-0. He's going to square. And that is a good bunt. Right in front of the plate. Catcher jumps on it. And Carew's in scoring position here with 1 out. Joe Rudy's next. And 35 will be a bouncer to second base, which will move Carew to third. And here comes Bobby Grich. Bobby Grich batted .271, 14 home runs, played 150 games, pitch, but was down in the lineup, so he didn't have a lot of at bats. 63, and that'll be a line drive caught by the first baseman Revering. So it's ripped Oppo, and Revering is in position to snag it, and that retires the side. So Matty Keough got 5 innings of shutout ball so far. He's allowed 2 hits. Jeff Newman. The reason I play 1980 A's, as I've said before, is I really like the fact that, you know, all the complete games. I used to remember waking up in 80 and looking at the box scores and looking at the Oakland A's and hoping to see a complete game. And there it was again. One complete game, another complete game, another complete game. It was fantastic. All right, Jeff Newman is up, and he swings through a slider, and he goes down on strikes. Next up is Tony Armas, and that's a 55, which is a drive, and that's going to be 1 hop off the wall. Digging for second is Armas, and he's in there with a stand-up double. So Tony Armas gets a hold of one and gives it the muscle, drives it to deep in the gap, and 1 hop off the wall, played by Cowens. But Armas is in there easily. Here's Guerrero. Mario Guerrero batted .240. It's going to be a 21, which will be a fly ball center field, shallow. Coming in is Cowens, and he's there. So they got Al Cowens from the Kansas City Royals. He was with the Royals for a long time. All right, here's Piccolo in the bottom of the 5th. I'd like to bring in a lefty here. Let's see who I got on the bench who can hit lefty. I would like to see that. I've been going a little bit, since I don't have to make a lot of pitching changes, I've been making more substitutions like pinch hitters and stuff like that. I found myself doing that a little bit more. I'll try to get a lefty to come in here and to hit if I have one. I got Dave McKay, and then he can play shortstop. That's what I'll do. I'm going to bring in Dave McKay. So I'm kind of platooning those 2 guys. It's the way it was. I mean, that's how Billy Martin did it. McKay played 123 games with 300 at-bats. Piccolo played 95 games with 271 at-bats. And here's the pitch. And I almost had the 66, and that's a swing and a miss, struck him out. All right, top of the order. We're going to need a short, we need a second baseman. McKay plays second base. Let's pop him in there. I'm using the helper I'm doing. I got to see the video. I'll have a video posted so you can see the interface. So you can see all the information it gives you, all the things it allows you to do. It's fantastic. Game for $25, you get 120 seasons. Holy moly, yes. Yeah, that's what I said. You didn't hear wrong. You got about 120 seasons for $27. All right, Patek. Patek. Freddie Patek. What is he, 5'1"? All right, Freddie Patek's up. Freddie Patek, he batted .264, played half the season. I think they have Bert Campaneris on this team as well. That's a 62, and that'll be a swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes. Keogh picks up another K. Alec Howens. Alec Howens was a .227 batter in the sim. He is batting .188. And that's going to be a fly ball, center field. Murphy, a couple steps back, under it, 2 down. So Keogh cruising along, dealing. He was, wait a second, what just happened? All right, and 46 with an 18. Oh, that's going to be a drive in the gap. That gets cut off. Collins is trying for 2. Now that's going to be the center fielder, Murphy. Kind of arm does Murphy have? Murphy has a 3, 1, 2, 3, and he is out, and he is safe for the double. Carney Lansford strokes a double. Well, a single stretching into a double was cut off nicely by Murphy, but he couldn't get it. The throw was not accurate to second base. It pulled Guerrero off the bag, and Guerrero had to come back with the tag and wasn't in time. So 2-out double puts the go ahead with a time run in scoring position here for Disco Dan Ford, who batted .280 with 7 home runs. Only played 65 games. He had a lot of injuries, I'm seeing, in 1980 for the A's. Here's the pitch. And a 52 with a 4 in that. Oh, just missed the KD, so this could be an error. It is going to be an error on who? And it's a ground ball second base, and McKay boots it. So it's an E4. That puts runners on first and third. Next up is Don Baylor. Always a threat. Not a great season, but always a threat. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 63. That'll be a bouncer to third, and it is Gross to first in time. G5, and that retires the side. So come on, G5, let's go. So the Angels threaten, but it falls by the wayside, and they leave a couple men on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The A's still lead at 1-0. It's Ricky Henderson leading off against Chris Knapp. Now, Chris Knapp only had 1 complete game that season. Still doing well endurance-wise. We're going to let him go a little bit longer, but I doubt he'll complete the game. Here's a pitch, Ricky Henderson, and that's going to be a 36. 36 will be lifted to left field. Backing up is Rudy, couple steps, and he's there. Squeezes it for out number 1. Squeezes it for out number 1. And Dwayne Murphy. Pitch by Knapp. 36. And that's another fly ball. He is a fly ball pitcher, but this one's to right center field. On the run is Ford, and Ford comes up with it. 2 away. And here's Mitchell Page. Mitchell Page today is 0 for 2 and a 26 against a righty. That's a hard hit ball, ground ball through the hole and into an outfield for base hit. So Page is on with a single. And it's Dave Revering, who's shown good power, hit a couple home runs, has a triple, has 3 doubles, so he's got almost 656 slugging, an OPS of almost 1,000. That's what I was looking for. And that's going to be a 15, which will be a tapper right back to the mound. And that ends the inning. All right, this is Tony Porter. Remember to like and subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think. Fall Classic Baseball. As you can see how easy this plays, it's undeniable. Don't sit there counting, subtracting, and adding and looking up stuff in rules books. This game does it all for you. It sets it all up. Just play the game, enjoy the game. Rod Carew steps in the box. He's a left-handed hitter, batted .331 in our replay. He's not having a great season just yet. In 28 at-bats, he's got 5 hits. All right, check out my video on the interface, all the stuff that it shows you, the upcoming games for the California Angels. One more against Oakland, but then they're going to play Minnesota at Minnesota, and then a couple of games at Seattle. Here's Rod Carew. Here's a pitch from Matty Keogh. 62, and that'll be a check swing. They check with third base umpire, and he rings him up, and Carew doesn't agree. Thinks he held up. Here's Brian Downing next. Brian Downing with a 63, and that's a tapper right back to Matty Keogh. Picks it up. Over to first, 2 down. Joe Rudy. And that'll be a swing and a miss, strike three, and he strikes out to end the inning. Another easy inning for Matty Keough. Gross is up. Wayne Gross against Chris Knapp. Scores 1-0. Athletics can't get any better than this. All right, now it'll be a 12 and a fly ball, center field. One down. Jeff Newman. Jeff Newman today, 0 for 2. Pitch, 31. That's going to be the first thing I do with this is a range check, but I don't use the KD. I don't want to add extra strikeouts. So it's a 5. They will probably catch it. It's going to be to third base. Carney Lansford. Carney Lansford's range is going to be a 4. He dies, and that's by him. And picking it up quickly is Rudy. So a single. I only make that a single. So my 31s I play as range plays. Straight up range play singles. With 2 outs, they advance 2 bases. With 1 out, just 1 base. Here's Tony Armas now. So Newman picks up a hit. Carney Lansford does not have good range at third base at all. Let me double check that. That was like really low. Third base, yep, 4. Wow. I rolled a 5. Here's Armas. I need a 66. Nah, I'm not going to get it. 26 against a lefty. That'd be a single. Otherwise, it's a drive to left center field. On the run is Cowens, and Cowens runs it down. Gets it in quickly. Back to first goes Newman. And here is Guerrero. Mario Guerrero. He's 0 for 2 today. On the season, he batted 276. In reality, he batted 239. Pitch, and that's 21. And that's lifted to left. High fly. Waiting for it to come down is Rudy. And that ends the inning. We go to top of the 8th. We're listening to the California Angels versus the Oakland Athletics playing Fall Classic Baseball. Remember to join the Fall Classic Baseball group, Facebook group, and the Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. A lot of great talent on there. Gritch, a lot of content creators who are outstanding, amazing. Kurt Berglund's on there all the time. You got RJL on there all the time. You got a bunch of others who are fantastic as well. Check it out. All right, Bobby Grich leads off against Matty Keough, and that's going to be a 12, and that's ball 4. So the tying run is on base. Probably going to get a bunt, and we do, and that's a 2. It's a good bunt. It's going to be the catcher picking it up. It's H2, runner in scoring position. Al Cowens, pitch, and a 15 will be a ground ball to shortstop. I believe runner holes on this. Yeah, runner on third scores, runner on second holes. So it's ground ball G6 R2H, runners on second holes. And now we got Carney Lansford. Lansford is a 261 hitter with 15 home runs. Played the whole season, 151 games. Pitch, and that is going to be a 44. That's blind base hit, but it's a single. They're going to knock it down in the infield. Guerrero gets to it, knocks it down, and Gritcher's going to have to hold at third base. Wow, got lucky there on that 11. That 11 means they knock it down in the infield. All right, here's Disco Dan Ford now. The A's are in trouble here. First and third, tying run at third base. Go ahead, run at first base. Ford is at the plate, and Ford batted 280. Matty Keough, he's on the verge of wearing down. He completed 2/3 of all his starts. He may not complete this one, but it is a righty against righty situation. Let's see what happens. It's all on the dice. Let's see if the A's can hold on to their very, very, very small 1-run lead. And will they? They will. So it's a swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. Wow. Matty Keough comes up huge. Okay, Dave McKay leads off here against Knapp. Now, like I said, Knapp does not complete a lot of games, so we will pull Knapp and grab a reliever. We have Dave McKay, who's a switch hitter. Then we have Picholo, righty, and then we have Henderson, a righty. So we're going to see if we can grab a righty here. It tells us who are the like long middle guy, like Freddie Martinez. We're going to call on Freddie Martinez to come in. And with this game, you get all the players. So I have Freddie Martinez on my roster, no problem. I don't have to struggle I just go and grab Freddie Martinez, and I'm going to roll to see what kind of bullpen stuff he has today, meaning what column will he be on. What's he feeling like today? He is feeling pretty good today. He's got his average stuff. All right. So there goes Freddie Martinez, who started 23, 4 complete games, 149 innings pitched. But he's available to relieve in this game. So Freddie Martinez. Yep, he's in there. Let's do it. Dave McKay leads off. Here's the pitch. 1-0 lead, 33, and that's going to be line base hit. So he rips one to center field. Played on a hop by Al Cowens, and McKay is on. He's slow. So can I pinch run for him? Let's see. This is tricky because I want to run out of infielders. He's playing second base. I need. Oh, you know who I have? I have Klutz. Mickey Klutz can play second base. So I'm gonna pinch run for him with a guy named Mike Edwards. So Mike Edwards is gonna pinch run. And here's Henderson. Now I do certain things with Henderson like bunt. And he squares and he lays it down. It's a perfect bunt. And moving into scoring position will be Edwards. So it's a SH1. Dwayne Murphy, the lefty. Now we're going to walk Murphy. Oh, but then I got a bunch of lefties coming up. You know what I should do? I should go and look for a lefty in the bullpen. Let me bring in a lefty. Got a bunch of lefties coming in, but then I could pinch hit with righties. That's the issue for the whole situation here. It's not easy. So I got Bergkamp Harris. I got Todd Cruz, a righty. Tom Donahue, a righty. Rick Miller, a lefty. So let me bring Tom Donahue. Actually, no, I want to bring Todd Cruz to pinch hit. No, not again. Nah, you know what? I'm looking for a pitcher. So I got mixed up. I'm looking for a lefty pitcher. Let me do that because they're not going to pinch hit for Murphy anyway. So let's go to the bullpen. Let's look for a lefty. Who do I got? I got Dave LaRoche, and he's a spot starter. Okay, he's perfect. Dave LaRoche. Get all the players here. As you can see, I believe I cut these out. I use my trusty hand cutter. All right, and I'm gonna roll for him. He will have his best stuff, and he will be facing the lefty. So no lefty advantage right here for Murphy. They don't pull Murphy anyway. And here's the pitch, and that is going to be a 63, and that's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Dave LaRoche blows a fastball by Dwayne Murphy. That's 2 outs, and here's Mitchell Page, a lefty. Now this guy could pinch hit for. Let's see who I have, who I could pinch hit for him. I could bring actually, let me bring in Klutz. Klutz will pinch hit for Mitchell Page. Here's the pitch. And that is a 65, and that's a 1-10 home run. Oh, that's a deep drive. Right field, back goes forward to the track, to the wall. He leaps, comes down with it. Oh, my goodness, and he robs Mickey Klutz of a 2-run home run, F9, and that retires the side. We go to last licks for the California Angels, top of the 9th. Matty Keough. Ooh, Matty Keough is already, he's above and beyond his endurance, so we're going to go to the we're going to go grab Lacey. No, we got to go back in there, damn. Got to go back in there. Okay, Bob Lacey. We're going to bring him out. Let's see if he can get us through this inning. He struggled a little bit. All right. I'm missing a second baseman. My second baseman will be Klutz. And I lose my DH, but I'm not worried about that right now. Just worried about getting through this game. Okay, I still don't have my pitcher. Don't know why. Let me put him in there. Paul Lacey. Oh, I have to replace somebody. Okay. I have to replace Mike Edwards. I got to put him in the 9th spot now. So that's what happened. My pitcher goes in the 9th spot because I lost my DH. All right. Here goes. Don Baylor leads off against Lacey. Let's roll for him. Let's see what he's going to look like today. He will have his best stuff. Bob Lacey. And it's a 64, and that'll be a fly ball left field. Henderson, he's there. One down. Next up is Rod Carew. And that's a 16. A hard hit ball right field. Right there is Armas. So it's going to be an L9, 2 away. So we're down to, the Angels are down to the last out. Here's Brian Downing. And that's going to be a 23. Swing and a miss. And the ball game is over. Strikes him out. Bob Lacey comes in. A 1-2-3 inning. Picks up a save. I think that's his 3rd save of the season. Final score is 1-0. Holy smokes. Oh, yes, it is. 1-0 is the final score. Let's look at the box score. I think we have one more game with the California Angels. Yeah, Matt Keough was the story. He allowed 4 hits, 0 runs, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk in 8 innings. Good enough to be the player of the game. Hitting wise, it was Henderson 1 for 3, Murphy 1 for 4, Page 1 for 3, Newman 1 for 3, Armas 1 for 3, 1 for 2 for McKay. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Tony Porter. This is Fall Classic Baseball. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember to reach out and like and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Take care.